Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be learning a new design of lunch bag. So if you are in my page lunch bag class, this is like an updated method of cutting this particular lunch bag. So I'm going to be sharing the link of this lunch bag to our lunch bag group, okay, so that you'll be the first to see the video, so you can go ahead and watch it. And it's going to be a well detailed video on how to make the lunch bag. So this is the lunch bag we are making, and it's selling out. It's my best seller this season. Okay, so you're making this design of lunch bag. So this is the back. This is the back. From here to here is the back, and this is the front, the side, the side. This is the up, the back, and the bottom. This one is a together cut here. This one is a together cut here. Alright, so if this is what you love to watch, don't forget to do what? To subscribe and press the like button. Also press the bell button so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. So this is how the inside of this is looking. So you're going to be learning in details on how to make this particular lunch bag, right? So let's say materials that you need for this kind of design. But what we are sewing today is not going to have cartoon character, but it's just the same thing. Okay, I already called the purse in cartoon character form. All right, so just place it here, and every other thing is the same. So the material that we need for this particular design of lunch bag is your material. You're using foam nets. I use foam nets. You're using cartoon character, your D-ring, your hook and your adjuster, your belt. You need your 1-inch belt and your 1.5-inch belt. You need your zip close. This particular design of lunch bag, they chop belts. Yes, they chop belt. Like you use a lot of belts because you're belting the front and the back. Yeah, full belting, full taping. Full taping. You're taping the front round. You're taping the back round. So it's going to eat a lot of belts. And I'm using this insulator as my lunch bag lining and my foam, right? So now I'm going to be drafting this on the board, okay, because I already made the bag and I remember I've not done the intro video of this training. So I'll be drafting this on the board. So it's something you just draft on your material or your pattern and you continue with the process, right? So let's start the drafting of this design. The drafting, we're going to start with this side, front and side, right? I'm going to explain it in a very simpler way so that in case this is like a welcome back video for my people, right? So I'm going to break it in a way that in case you want to sew a smaller size, in case you want to sew a bigger size, you will know how to manipulate it, right? So now if for instance now I want my side to be 6 inches, I will measure up. Let's start from the height. If you want the height of your bag to be 10 inches, 10.5, 11 inches, 11.5, you can do all of that. There's no specific measurement for this. We have different measurements depending on what you want. So let's assume that this particular design we are working with what? 10.5 as the height. So measure from here to here, 10.5. Alright, from here to here now we measured 10.5. That is our height of our bag, 10.5, right? So now for the side, let's say from here to here I want to use 6 inches. You can use 6.5, you can use 6, you can use 5.5, you can use 5, depending on the size. I don't want to give you guys a specific measurement, okay, so that in case somebody say I want it bigger, you know how to go around with it, okay? So today I'm working with 6 inches. So from here to here I'll measure my 6 inches. That is from here to here. Can you see? From here to here is the 6 inches. Now this is our front. From here to here is our front, right? So we can use 8, we can use 8.5. So let's assume let me use the cartoon character wideness. The cartoon character wideness is 8.5. So let's use 8.5. And the other side we measure our 6. Okay, let's use the whole of this as the measurement, okay? So this is 6 inches here. This is 8.5 inches here. and this is the remaining 6 inches. So this is 6, 8.5, and 6. So that's the measurement from here, here, and here. This is our front panel. So now, to get this curve, right? To get this curve, you will measure it in one side, fold it to the other side for cutting it, so it to be equal. So let's come down here. Come down here 2 inches. You come down 2 inches from the center of this. You come down 2 inches. You curve it to this place, right? You curve it to this place. You have your curve. You have your curve this way, right? So from this center now, this front, this curve here, you come down 2.2. You come down 2.2. 2 inches, 2.2 inches, 2.5 inches, depending on how down you want it to be. I'm using 2.2 today. So from here now, I can now measure like 1.5. From here, I measure 1.5. So now curve. I will curve it like this to join this 2.2. Just play along with your curve. Alright, so join this 2.2. So now this is the shape of your bag. So you will do the same thing here. Come down here 2 inches, you curve it. Come here out here 1.5. From there you curve to join the 2.2. So this is the shape. Can you see the shape? Let me open this place. So right, so this is it. So this is it. This is the shape. Can you see it? This is the shape. This thing that we did here. So just now you will shape it very well. Shape it very well. So this shape is what we have here. So it's a straight cut, right? So once we are done with this now. You just cut it out. And don't forget to curve here a little. It should not be sharp. So now let's get the back panel. We are done with the front. So let's get the back. So the back, how do we get the back panel? You add this one, 6 plus this one, 8.5 plus this one, 6 inches. Right? So 6 plus 8.5, that is 14.5 plus 6 inches, that is 20.5 to give us 20.5, right? Because we came down by 2.2, you had plus 2.2, then you add 1.5 as sewing allowance so that the material will not be short. This is the calculation for this back here now. Yeah, this is the back. So now 20.5 plus 2.5 to say 6 plus 8.5 plus 6. I said give us 20.5, right? Now plus 2.5 that when we came down here 2.5, you now add plus 2.5, I mean 2.2. We use 2.2 plus 2.2 plus 1.5 sewing allowance. So we have 24.2. So let's round it up to 24.5. Okay, 24.5. So the height of our back is now 24.5. So now the wideness depends on the wideness of your back, your front. Whatever you cut as your wideness, if you cut 8 inches, your wideness of your back will be 8 inches. If you cut 7 inches, your wideness will be 7 inches. So since we cut 8.5, our wideness, when I say wideness, I mean from here to here. So we have measure 8.5 inches. Then from here to here, we had 24.5. Right? So, but we're not going to leave it like this. We are going to do what? Curve it. So you can come in here 2 inches, come in here 2 inches, and you do what? You curve. Same with this, 2 inches, 2 inches, you curve. right? Just give it a good and nice curve, and that is all for the back. You can see it, the back look alike and the front look alike. So let's go right into the sewing. Please, if you have any question, this is like a comeback. Normally I will not explain in details like this, but it's like a comeback video for me. That is how I'm explaining in details, in a way that you can get this design in different measurements. All right, it's a welcome. So please share this video so that other bag makers can also get to see this video. Okay, so let's go into our working table, but I might not be talking after now, but I'll do like a voiceover to the video, right? Thank you. Now we are on our working table now. These are the two patterns. This is the back. I've already measured it, and that curve I talked about before, I'm going to curve it now. Okay, I'm using freehand curve. I didn't measure, but for beginners, you can just measure 2 by 2 inches to get a good curve. So that's the back, and this is the pocket. This is the pocket. I'm not putting cartoon character in this one, like I said earlier, so I'm using material to sew. The person that needs this long but does not want a cartoon character. So I measured 8.5 wideness and 11 inches length. 8.5 wide, 11 inches length. Then I was trying to find the kind of shape I will need for the bag, and I stop on this particular cross design. So I'll be piecing my zip for my pockets. At this point, I was done fixing my zip. I fixed my zip head. Now I'm trying to get the center of the front so that both the center of the bag material and the center of the pocket will align, right? So now I'll be taping the side of the pockets. If you're also using a cartoon character, you're going to also tape the side. So when you get your cartoon character, you also tape the side. After then, I'll be placing it facing center. Then I will sew it down to the material like the way I'm doing in the video. So in case you're not using like a material pocket, using cartoon character, it's just the same process. Okay, once you get your cartoon character, you tape the two sides. After that, you place it on your material. One mistake I made there was that I was supposed to put my long handle first, then put my net, then this before sewing down the cartoon character or the pocket. But immediately I realized I had to use another method, which I am doing now. So now I'm fixing my long handle for my adjuster, my long handle with adjuster. So after fixing that, I will now go ahead to fix my side pockets. So I've done that already, my side pockets. I've done that on one of them. So look, I've just watched the way I'll be fixing this one, the way I fixed the other one. Just watch. Okay, so I flip it front facing front. Then after sewing down, I'll now flip it back to the side. Just observe from what I am doing. It's as simple as anything. Now note, it's not compulsory you put side pocket. If you cannot don't put. just put your long handle adjuster. So after then I'll just sew it down, then I'll trim the excess net. I didn't use elastic, that is why it's like this. And me, I had elastic, I'll just use elastic and not waste the net. So the next thing we are going to, you can see we are done with the front panel. It's very simple. Like, you can sew 10 of this bag or more than 10 of this bag in a day, as if you have cut it down. Sewing it is not going to be difficult. So now we are done with the front. Let's start working on the back. So this back, we're going to be having a handle. Okay, the handle I cut 9.5 inches by 1.5 by 2 inches. So after sewing, it was 1.5 that was left. Then I turned it. Then I came down here 4.2. I came down 4.2. So from that 4.2, I'm going to fix my handle at the center of the 4.2. So that is why I'm trying to get the center of my handle. So I'll place it. You can see where I mark my 4.2, I'll place my handle and I'll sew it down. So after then, you can see we are done with the back like that too. So the next thing I'm going to do is to put my foam and lining. Like I said, this is a very simple design. If I were you, I'll just get like a carry board or chipboard to get the pattern of this bag, so that whenever you're sewing, you don't need to start measuring again. So after fixing my foam and lining, the next thing we are going to be doing is to tape with our belt or taping. I'm using belt. I'm using a 1-inch belt. I think belt will give it more thickness and more fitting, right? So I'm going to be taping it round. Like I said earlier, this design of lunch bag consumed a lot of belts. Yes, because you are taping the back and you're also taping the front. And note, you're going to tape the back. The back. This shape is the one that will determine the zip you're going to be using for the front. So you put zip first on the back. Okay, you put zip first on the back, and when you are putting your zip, make sure you come out at least 2 inches. At least 2 inches. And another thing you should understand as a beginner, if you're a beginner in this, like watching this video, know that this zip is the work of this bag. This zip, putting of zip is the job in this bag. If you do not put your zip right, you have spoiled the bag. If you do not get your zip right, the bag is going to be bad. Ask me how. Because you're going to have like a puffy kind of feeling, right? Puffy kind of zip. So what you're going to, if you watch from the video, I was stretching the zip so it doesn't have that puff stuff. I was using my 2 hands to pull. As I'm pulling I was using one of my hands to pull the zip. I was using the other hand to support it. Okay, you keep pulling so that the zip will come out straight. But once the zip start having like gallop, the bag will not come out well. So this is like one of the trick of sewing this bag, especially if you're a beginner. You might find it difficult to do. So I was done fixing the zip for the back. Now let's fix the zip for the front. I've already gone ahead to tape the front. I did that off camera. So now I'm removing one side of the zip from the back and I'll be fixing it to the front. Now, to get the number of zip to bring out from your sewing before you start sewing, this is how I do mine. I just use the zip, I'll measure it round the back, round the bag, I mean to say. I'll measure it round the bag where I know I'm going to be sewing the zip on. Okay, so if you want to sew the zip, you start from the side and to the other side. You're not sewing at the center, that is the center of the down part. So after measuring it round, I mark where I stop. So whatever is left, I will measure it with my tape rule. If I have, like for instance, if I have like 10 inches left, if I measure it now, I'm having 10 inches left, I will divide it into two. One side of the zip will go with the 5, the other side of the zip will go with 5, like I'm doing here. So I'll divide it into two. Whatever I have, I'll mark it on both sides of the zip. So I will start sewing from where I mark. Right? So I'm doing this on both sides of the zip. As you can see, I was not marking. So from that marking now, I'll start from at the side of the bag, not the center. That's what I'm trying to say. At the side of the bag, the side of the bag, not the center, not the center. So I'll start from the side and I'll start sewing. So I'm trying to use pin to secure it before I start sewing. Now the same technique, you must be pulling. You must be pulling the zip, right? You must be pulling. You have to be pulling the zip. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but it's long, but it's worth it if you watch it to the end. If you are watching to this moment, thank you so much, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Just encourage me so that the YouTube will push the video, right? So give this video a thumbs up so that I'll be encouraged to be posting something like this. Okay, I'm back for good. I've been off YouTube for 2 years, so I'm back. I'm back by the grace of God. I'm back for good, and I'll be consistent this time around. So back to what we are doing. I'm fixing the zip for the front. You see, I was using one hand to pull, using the other hand to support, because once your zip have that gallop, it's over. It's not going to give you what you want again. So I'm making sure that the zip does not have that gallop, right? So once I'm done fixing the zip cloth, I'm going to go ahead to sew it again to secure it. Okay, to secure it, make it lay flat, because you know you are sewing this for children. If you don't sew it tightly, they might, make it spoil on time. So I try to sew it again to secure it. So what I'm trying to do here is to get the center of both the front and the back, the up and down, so that the zip we align will be at the center. So the zip we align to be at the center, right? So now I'm going to fix my zip edge to check if my front and my back align properly at the center. So at this point, I've done that off camera. Make sure that the two center align together. Okay, make sure the two center align together. And now we're going to be doing the final part. So firstly, I'm going to open the bag. Open the bag, right, to sew the final part of the bag. So like I said earlier, the bag is very easy. So if I were you, I would just get like a paper, a cardboard to get the pattern of this bag, right? So now we're going to be doing the final touching of this bag. Now can I see that I'm fixing in the back inside? Okay, I'm making sure that it's aligned, it's at the center, and I'm going to be sewing that. You just use your hand to fix it well. Make sure it's aligned at the center. Just find the way that's more comfortable for you to sew, and ensure that you're not sewing on your zip, like your zip edge, but you are trying to like close up the zip clothes. But be careful of your zip edge so you don't break your needle. So I'm trying to adjust and readjust the material to see how comfortable it's going to make me it's going to be for me to sew. So guys, we're almost done with this. So I have to flip it the other way so that to be more easier for me to sew. And yeah, I'm sewing. I stitch it 2 times so that it's more secured, right? Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly subscribe to my channel. If you're a new person, subscribe to the channel and press the like button. Please don't be angry with this my hand that is showing. I'm the only one making this video. I'm using my front camera. Please manage it like that. I am not a professional like that, so just manage the video the way it is. Very soon we'll become professional. We'll get people that will help us to be shooting good videos, right? But for now, manage us like this. So now I'm trying to join the front and the back together, and it's going to be very difficult to sew because foam and belt is thick. So you just take your time, do not rush. Take your time and sew it down gently. Just sew it small, just sew it down gently, and yeah, you are good to go. At this point, I was done joining, so now I'm going to cut out the excess material. I'm going to cut it out, and after cutting it out, I will tape it for neat finishing. So I'm using my tape to tape it down for neat finishing. we are done sewing, we are done joining, we are done doing everything, and I zip up back. Now we are done with this training. So we are done with this training. If this video was helpful, kindly let me know in the comment section. I need your comments. Let me know in the comment section so that I'll be making something like this more. All right, thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, and remain blessed. Mwah.